At Crimson Guitars we are known for building those instruments that other luthiers just will not touch, be it playing around with carbon fibre in a new way or putting a copper top on a guitar. Or, these are several instruments that are in the pipeline right now, by the way. We're interested. We're not going to create a limited run of 5 of the same guitar anytime soon. We won't be buying a CNC machine and churning out several hundred of the same design. That is probably the way to make a very nice living building guitars, but it is boring. Now, in this case, this instrument, the design evolved. It started out as the customer wanted one of our 8-string Scorpion models with fanned frets, which is an interesting guitar in itself, and as with anything, it's utterly customizable. We start with the base model and then do whatever you want. The client realized that I was a sucker for this sort of thing and quickly decided that instead of an 8-string guitar he wanted a 10-string, and it had to have a standard 6-string side and then 4 bass strings. He then came up with the idea of having a double neck, and he wanted a 6-string guitar and a 6-string bass, and we said fine, let's do it. And the final major design change, at least, was that we decided to create a detachable twin neck instrument. So the bass and the guitar come apart and you have a bass and a guitar. Or if you want, you've got your double neck, if you require it. It takes a couple of minutes to put all the bolts in, all the bolts being 3, and it took 3 or 4 months of actual building and another 6 months or so of dedicated hard thought to come up with the way that this would work. And it works very well. I am incredibly proud of how this instrument has come together. These instruments, I don't know. Anyway, I will now show you how it comes apart, and if you want to see how it works, see the demo video. In short, the interesting thing is the electronics from the guitar, when the instrument is put together in its double neck configuration, the output from the guitar is immediately routed through to a switch on the bass, and you can select bass, guitar or mix, or if you want you can have 2 jack leads going out and send it to separate amps, which is obviously the ideal way to do it. And yes, this was a phenomenally interesting, fun, challenging, wonderful project, and if you have anything like it, give me a call. I want to build your guitar. And here's a demo of how to put it together, and don't forget to watch the demo video of how it sounds. Thank you. Now, the problem when you bolt 2 lacquered surfaces together is that you get creaking and little noises that you don't like. So we have a removable strip of leather, and obviously that stays out of the way of the bolts. Those are the steel locating pins. They are not connected to the electronics rather cleverly. Took a little bit of doing. And those slide in there so that you still have access to the volume and tone controls of the guitar when it is in its double neck configuration. Once that's together, flip the instrument over. You can hold it together just with pressure with your hands. Now, there's one bolt that goes through there. Hold it loosely in like that, and you have 2 bolts or machine screws that go through the back there. I'm using workshop Allen keys. The customer will have, of course, a custom made tool to do the same job. You can hear it creaking as it comes together. The last thing you want to do is not have it tight enough, or for that matter too tight. But after you've done it a few times, you can get a feel for what's happening. There you go. 30 seconds and you have one twin neck guitar and bass combination.